quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator's scheme. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
On one, ready? 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
And this drive will begin with a run from Achane.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Dolphins at 500 at 6-6. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. The 20, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Denzel Mims,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
12.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Stop.
Achane on 1st and 10.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him up.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
11.
2nd and 10.
11 MT. Stop.
Burrow on play action.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
They go again with Pierce. Shreds, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first down coming up. Williams, a man in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards that time.
11.
Option handoff now to H.A. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. The man in motion is Brown. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Watson now to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Watson now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
11 mighty.
Throwing on second down. Burrow. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd and 2. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Sanders is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson, option left. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage. Turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here we go, here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now Burrow changing the look.
12.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Elijah Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing again is Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On point, ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagged them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now it's Burrow. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
And Burrow going to change the play.
the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
3 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11. 11. 12. 12.
Here's Burrow. Throw caught by A-Chain. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Again, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Faking the give. Now Watson. Through the middle of the field. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper taking it in. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. It's Brown.
Gotta go. 12.
It's a gain of 18.
Now Burrow on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Higgins. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watson now going to run the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Burrow going to change things up.
11 MT.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, can.
Now it's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
Ready?
These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock. And now Watson throws another interception.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Here we go, here we go. Eleven.
H.A. now up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And now an audible here into something else.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 MT. 11 Dot.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. De'Ami Brown, 43 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few extra.